like to introduce our board of directors. It's the board of directors here at Camp Courageous that has the vision. And if they could just wave when I mention their names. Mary Van Houten, right over here. Jim Fells, is right here. Merlin Holsey, right there. Winnie Williams is right there. Jim Zimmerman is right over there in the red shirt. Is there anybody I missed? Okay, great. Let's have a round of applause for the wonderful dedication of our board of directors. Throughout my life, I've been blessed to have exceptional individuals come along just at the right time to make incredible things happen, and today is an example of one of those. From the discussion with Terry Cannell nearly 5 years ago, we talked about her folks, we talked about butterflies, we talked about roses, we talked about trains, we talked about a rock, a very patriotic family. No one would ever believe from those early discussions this beautiful facility would be born from that. And nobody can tell the story and thank the right people better than Terry. So Terry, it's all yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Thanks everyone for coming out today to dedicate the Mainliner Memorial Park at Camp Courageous. We're honored to have been a part of this project and to have our family here with us today. As the Camp Courageous train enters the Mainliner Memorial Park, it passes through a stunningly crafted arch that welcomes campers and visitors alike. It is no accident that this beautiful park sits in the center of Camp Courageous train loop. Mainliner Memorial Park. Main line is a railroad term. In addition to serving our country in the armed forces, my father, grandfather, and many of our family were railroaders most of their lives, working on the Chicago, Rock Island, Pacific Railroad. After Dad's service to our country, he was a railroad yard controller in Silvis, Illinois, where the rail yard was also a loop. It was a turnaround for crews from Eldon and across Iowa. My grandfather was a brakeman on the caboose who would come to visit in Silvis from Eldon every week on the main line. And this way, it kept our family together. When my dad retired from railroading, he owned a little place in Silvis called the Mainliner. It was where most of the railroaders would hang out. They'd stop in for coffee and play cards in the morning. Sometimes they'd stay in the evening and have a few beers and play pool and throw some darts. And the Mainliner had a reputation for being helpful, a place that people could depend on to go whenever they were in need, no matter what their need. Thus, the Mainliner Memorial Park was named. Mainliner Memorial Park at Camp Courageous is dedicated to the memories of those who served in defense of the United States, a place where the legacies of our military veterans are recognized and honored, where families are acknowledged and given heartfelt gratitude for their sacrifices. The 6 limestone monuments behind me and flags represent each branch of the United States military: Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force. In the middle of each limestone monument are black granite inlays etched with illustrations of each branch. The center monument is inscribed with the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America. The American flag, as well as the POW MIA flag, fly proudly above. We're so happy to include the POW flag, as Brian, my husband Brian's father, was a POW in Korea. In the center of the courtyard is a Randolph Rose limited edition bronze statue. A girl in a wheelchair, hand over her heart, pledging allegiance and capturing a moment in time familiar to all Camp Courageous campers. Facing north is a tribute to civilian heroes who have answered the call to serve their fellow Americans during the COVID pandemic, some giving the ultimate sacrifice of their own lives to protect and serve others. May we never forget to appreciate their contributions to the war against COVID and remind our children that it is in all of us to help others. The 15,300-pound rock that you see over there, with no easy task to get here, by the way, is a reminder of our childhood. As far back as I remember, our rock has been a special place at my grandparents'. It was always home base for a game of tag. It's where we would sit and read a book or watch fireworks. and it was the spot where everyone would gather around for family photos every year, for family reunions, every holiday. Everyone has a special spot that they remember their childhood. Maybe it's a rock or a flagpole or a tree, but it's a place that you remember when you're growing up, and where you might think of your family members who are watching you from above. We hope that this rock and this park can become a special place for campers to remember their experiences at Camp Courageous. We dedicate the Mainliner Memorial Park today in memory of our fathers and their service during World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and our mothers for teaching us the importance of faith and family, devotion and charity, and all servicemen and women of the United States of America. So I'd like to take some time to just make sure we thank everyone who made this happen. The Camp Courageous team, all of you, thank you so much for everything that you've done throughout. Charlie Becker, for your encouragement and dedication to this project and your never-ending devotion to Camp Courageous. It's because of you we are here. Thank you. Jeff Pitlick, for coordinating the entire project, for your ideas, sketches, vision, and dedication throughout. Your hands on this project have made it better than we ever imagined. James Kurth, for your ability to source the most gifted and talented local contractors and working with them to turn this project into reality. Mike Deitmeyer, president of Weber Stone Company, for the beautiful limestone monuments and raised flower beds. Jim Smith from Laser Imaging and Design in Lebanon, Ohio, for the design and production of black granite inlays and logos. Eilert Sin out of Fond du Lac and Monticello donated the flagpoles and all the labor to install them. Brant Schmel, owner of Wild Designs Landscaping, for the layout and landscape work. Ren Miller, president of Strauss Architectural Systems, for coordinating the lighting. Daniel Luna Fuller, owner of Luna Lighting, for donating the lighting design. Mainliner Construction, Skogman's Construction, and Coonrod Crane Service for acquiring and moving the 15,000-pound rock to camp. Key West Metal Industries for the design and production of the Mainliner Memorial Park sign. Ace Concrete for the concrete work, Monticello Plumbing and Electric for the electrical work, Schilling Masonry for the stone masonry work, and all the donors who have sponsored items in the park and bricks in the courtyard for your donations. Thank you all very much for coming out.
Thank you, Terry. Once again, a beautiful job, and the people she acknowledged, just an outstanding job, morning, noon, and night. So at this time, we'll turn and thank our color guard, our rifle patrol, and they will be doing the 21-gun salute, followed by taps. Excellent, beautiful, beautiful ending. Once again, thank you to all you veterans that are here. We can't thank you enough for your service to our country, and this is about you. So this is our opportunity to thank each and every one of you. So thank you, thanks for everybody for coming out. There are cookies and coffee and water up by the Durgin Pavilion, restrooms and everything like that. Once again, thank you so much, Terry, for the vision. You know, Jeff for being such a huge part of it, and everybody else that was just a huge part of this project. Hopefully you are as proud as we are of it. Thank you. Have a safe drive back home.